Hey, what's up YouTube, it's Tristan Broaden here, and in this video I'm going to show you how last month we did $234,000 in sales with a net profit margin of 20%. So we did this mainly on Facebook ads, and we're still currently scaling this product today. So if you look from the 1st of April into today's date, which is the 5th, we've done $251,000 in sales so far. So I've just got some notes here that I'm going to go through, talk about the product, how we found the winning product. We can talk about the store, the upsells, the Facebook ads testing, and the Facebook ads scaling strategy. All right, so usually when people see someone do like 100K month in dropshipping or a 200K month in dropshipping, they usually think that like there's some secret hack or like one magic trick that will immediately get them to 100K. And like, to be honest, there's no like magic pill or secret hack to a 6-figure month dropshipping. It all comes down to two fundamentals. Like I've got a bunch of notes here, but these are the two fundamentals that you need in order to reach it. And the first is an unsaturated winning product, and the second is a unique ad creative, right? So it's easy to find winning products, but it's harder to find a winning product that can be scaled, right? And I'll talk about this in a second. But the second thing is a unique ad creative, right? So the days where you can just copy off like an ad from Facebook, like download it and re-upload it to your ad account are over. You need to be creating your own video ad creatives. I've got another video back on my channel if you want to check that out about how to create video ad creatives, and I will create a new YouTube video showing you some updated methods on how to do it, but I'll just talk about this first. So the way I found this winning product wasn't through like a product research spy tool or anything. It's really simple. I've talked about this on my channel before, but whenever I see a dropshipping ad, I'm always clicking on the ad, I'm adding to cart when I see it on my newsfeed, right? I've been doing that for quite a while, and right now I've got a list of like 30 dropshipping pages that have run ads, right? So the key thing here is to save the Facebook pages, not just the stores, right? Because the Facebook pages is what they run ads from, and you want to be finding new product ads that pages are testing, right? So this is my like spreadsheet here where I basically have got a ton of Facebook pages and stores that I've saved, right? And so what you want to be doing, right, is that when you save like a Facebook page, you should go there like later on, like say in like a week or 2 weeks or even a month later, and look back and find what products that page is testing, right? So basically I went back and had a look at some of my old pages that were testing new products, and I found an ad that had 60K views. So the sweet spot that you want to look for is, I find that is any video with over 50K but under 100K or 200K. And you also want to find recent comments on the ad, right? So for example, if we go and check out this Facebook page that I've saved, we want to go to the info and ads tab, and then you should be able to find new products that page is testing, right? For example, this product here, this product. And what you want to do is you want to right click and go show video URL. And then you want to enter that into a new tab. And you want to make sure that there's recent comments that are like on the ad. And it's also sometimes good to look at the engagement and see how much engagement the ad is getting, right? But yeah, what most people do is they go ahead and they test products that they see on their feed that have like millions and millions of views, right? Like ideally you don't want to be testing products that have millions of views because they've already been launched to audiences, and like when you show that ad, the audience has already seen the ad, it's not going to respond as well, right? So yeah, as I said, like you want to find that sweet spot where the ad has like under 100K views and it's a new product with recent comments. So the winning product itself, like I've seen a lot of people in my Facebook group say that like, oh yeah, all dropshipping products are just like cheap junk from China, they don't work, and people hate like waiting for long shipping times and refund rates are high. So I don't really like buy that much. If you look at our returns since the 1st of April, the refund rate here is less than 1%. And in order to get a low refund rate, what I recommend doing is before you go ahead and like fully scale a product is to order the product yourself. So our product was like available on eBay and Amazon. I just bought it from eBay. I tested the product myself, it worked fine. And then I also created unique video ads. So the product on our site sold at a 2.5x markup. So that's taking into account the cost of goods and also the shipping. So the cost of goods was $10 and our shipping was $2, right? So we sold at a 2.5x markup. We actually sold it for $29.99. I recommend selling a product with a markup of anywhere between 2.5 to 3.5x. It's easy to scale like that on Facebook ads. And another thing is when we started selling the product our cost of goods was a bit higher. But as we started selling in volume, we negotiated a discount with our supplier. So it's okay to start off with a product that's more expensive, because if you start selling in volume, you can get it for cheaper. So I've been asked quite a few questions on like what kind of store I have and if it was a one product store. So the store that we're selling this product on is just a general store. And to be honest, like in my opinion, a one product store isn't really needed. You can still scale profitably on a general store. And especially if you're a newbie, I recommend scaling on a general store because it takes time to go ahead and build a one product store. And just to give you guys an example, there's like thousands and thousands of general stores that are crushing, right? If we go to like myp.ms and we look at the top Shopify sites, right? If you have a look down here, we've got Inspire Uplift, which is like the 13th most trafficked site. And this is just a general store. If you also go down, there's a bunch more. So Save Consume is also a general store. And then also Daily Steals as well. So these are just like general stores, exactly what I'm selling my product from, right? So like these general stores that are like in like the top 50 Shopify stores just proves that you don't need to have a one product store to scale profitably. And a general store will also allow you to test like a bunch of products and not confine you to a single niche, right? So with upsells, so in order to scale, especially with Facebook ads, you need upsells in place to make it work. So I recommend using post-purchase upsells and pre-purchase upsells. So post-purchase upsells are just upsells that are shown after someone has bought the product. And a pre-purchase upsell is where the upsell is shown before someone has purchased the product. So for post-purchase upsells, we use Suite Upsell. So we've generated an extra $36,000 from Suite Upsell. It's actually more like $33,000 because we've been testing a couple other products on our store. But what Suite Upsell does is it just shows a post-purchase upsell on the thank you page here. So here you can see they're upselling the same product they've bought for 30% off, and you can change like the discount, and you can have multiple products on the thank you page. So to install that, you just go to suiteupsell.com. It's not available on the Shopify App Store yet. And then our pre-purchase upsell app, we use in-cart upsell. And what this does, it just shows an upsell on the cart page here. So after the visitor adds to cart, they go to the cart page here, and then a little box like this shows them that they can add another product to the cart for a discount as well. And so that's available on the Shopify App Store. It's just called in-cart upsell. So this product here was scaled just mainly on Facebook ads. So our Facebook ads testing strategy, I know that a lot of people are talking about CBO. So CBO is campaign budget optimization. And in September, you're only able to use CBO. But right now, like we find that testing with normal auto ad set budgets without CBO works better for testing, right? So the way we tested is we just used 8 single interest ad sets at a $10 daily budget. And for this, I was a bit lazy. I only used 1 video ad creative and 2 different thumbnails and captions. Usually it's best using like 2 different kinds of videos. But for this, yeah, as I said, I was lazy, and then I was lucky as well because this 1 video ad took off. The ad set settings, lots of people talk about like the optimal ad set settings, but like if you have a winning product, it doesn't matter kind of like if you're doing 1-day click or 7-day click, the product will still take off. But we do 7-day click and auto placements as well. So when we tested it, after a couple days, there were a few profitable ad sets from the test. I think out of 8 ad sets, there were 3 that were profitable. And so we just immediately duplicated these 3 profitable ad sets to $30 budgets, right? And then we also created a view content lookalike based on product page visitors, and video view lookalike that's based on people who had watched the video, 95%. And we launched into these lookalike audiences at $30 budgets. So once we launched those lookalikes, most of those ad sets were profitable. And the thing is that if you can get profitable on these initial view content and view video lookalikes, then it's a good sign that the product can be scaled, right? So usually if you try and launch into these VC and these video view LLAs and none of them are profitable, in my opinion, you're gonna have a hard time scaling the product. All right, so for Facebook ad scaling, so what I recommend doing is creating lookalike audience segments of every single lookalike audience you can think of. So video views, view content, add to cart, initiate checkout, purchased, post engagement. Another really good one is time spent on site of 50%. And so what we do is we launch into these lookalikes with $30 budgets, and they're auto budgets, they're not CBO campaigns. We find that launching with $30 budgets is like the sweet spot in our ad account. But usually when you launch into lookalike audiences, you need to find like a sweet spot budget where your ad sets are normally profitable on. So we found that for this product, it was $30. And then so whenever we had a profitable auto budget ad set, right, that was profitable over the past 3 days, we just duplicate that profitable auto budget ad sets to 2 times the budget. So say if we had a profitable auto ad set budget at $30 and it was profitable for 3 days, right? We just duplicate that to 2x the budget, so to $60. And we just kept doing that. So we found that doing vertical increases on the budget wasn't working that great, and duplicating was. So that's just the way the Facebook algorithm is now. It will probably be different in like 3 months' time. And then we also were scaling using CBOs, so campaign budget optimization. So like about 2 or 3 months ago, like the CBO scaling strategy was different. Like stuff that worked 2 or 3 months ago for CBOs isn't really working now. Like 2 or 3 months ago, you could use high budget CBOs of like $1,000. Now, like I find that small budget CBOs are working better. So we use multiple low budget CBOs ranging from $150 to $500. So we'll launch our CBOs all at $150 with 5 ad sets in them. And those 5 ad sets will be like the most profitable ad sets in our auto budget campaigns, right? And then if we have a profitable CBO that's been profitable over the past 3 days, we'll increase budget on those CBOs between 30 to 50%, depending on how profitable they are. And then the last scaling strategy that we used was a manual bidding strategy called the sweet spot method. I sort of just made it up, but what we do is we test different bid range values on low budget, right? So say if we have a profitable auto budget ad set, we'll dupe it 5 times to manual bid, and each ad set will have a different manual bid value. So one bid value might be like 1 times the cost per purchase. The second one might be 2 times the cost per purchase. The third one, 3 times the cost per purchase, and so on. And then once we have a profitable bid range, we'll duplicate that ad set the next day to $1,000. All right, sweet. So I hope you guys like that. If you like this video, definitely drop a like. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when I release new videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.